In the intricate dance of human connection, there lies a mystery so profound that it often escapes the notice of the untrained eye. It is a force that moves without sound, a language spoken without words, a silent current weaving through the fabric of every interaction. Picture a crowded room, alive with chatter and movement. Yet, amidst the noise, there is someone who commands attention without uttering a single word. Their presence ripples through the space, magnetic and undeniable. The secret to this lies not in charisma or appearance, but in something far more elusive, the power of unspoken influence. This force is not limited to the extraordinary. It is within us all. It hums beneath the surface of our daily lives, waiting to be tapped into. It is the energy that emanates from our thoughts, the subtle pull of our intentions, and the quiet strength of our focus. Most dismiss it as coincidence or intuition, but those who seek to understand it uncover something transformative. The enigma of silence challenges our understanding of communication. It defies the rules we have grown to depend on, the reliance on words, tone, and gestures. Instead, it introduces a deeper connection, one that speaks directly to the essence of another. This is not just a phenomenon, but a skill, a practice. For centuries, thinkers and mystics have whispered about this ability, often cloaking it in mystery. It has been described in fragments, hidden in the teachings of ancient philosophies and esoteric texts. Yet, those who stumble upon it find themselves empowered in ways they never imagined. This is where the story begins, a journey into the invisible, a descent into the quiet power that shapes the way we perceive and are perceived. In this realm, silence is not absence but presence. And within its stillness lies the key to a kind of influence that transcends boundaries. What if this force, this silent energy, could be understood and harnessed? The first step is uncovering its existence. The rest is a journey into the self, a discovery of what lies beneath the noise. Beneath the surface of spoken words and physical gestures lies a realm where communication unfolds in profound silence. This realm operates through vibrations, waves of thought that radiate outward, influencing the world in ways subtle yet undeniable. When you step into a space and feel an unspoken tension, or sense an inexplicable warmth in the presence of a stranger, you are encountering the invisible language of thought energy. It is a phenomenon that transcends verbal articulation, touching the essence of what connects us all. William Walker Atkinson, a pioneer of mental influence, described this energy as thought waves, vibrations generated by the mind that extend outward, like ripples in a pond. These waves carry the essence of our intentions and emotions, subtly affecting the minds of those within their reach. This language, though invisible, is tangible in its impact. It is the quiet assurance of a leader who shifts the energy of a room without raising their voice. It is the serenity of someone whose calm presence steadies those around them. Unlike spoken language, which is bound by words and cultural barriers, the language of the invisible operates on a universal plane. It resonates through shared energy, creating connections that feel both inexplicable and deeply familiar. To master this art, one must first recognize it. This silent communication is not the domain of the extraordinary, but a skill accessible to all. It requires awareness, a shift in perception, and the willingness to engage with the subtle forces that shape our interactions. This is the power of the invisible, a force that has the potential to transform not only how we connect with others, but also how we understand ourselves. It invites us to tune in, to listen to what is unspoken, and to embrace the profound influence that silence can wield. Every interaction, whether fleeting or profound, is a reflection. The people we encounter act as mirrors, projecting back the essence of how we perceive them. This truth, subtle yet powerful, forms the foundation of unspoken influence. When you look at someone with disdain, their response often mirrors that emotion, whether they are aware of it or not. Conversely, when you view someone with admiration, they tend to rise to meet the light in your gaze. This dynamic is not a matter of coincidence, but a natural consequence of how our inner world shapes our external reality. Consciousness, at its core, is undivided. Despite the illusion of separation imposed by our senses, there is a fundamental interconnectedness between all beings. This interconnected field responds to the energy we emit, whether through deliberate thought or subconscious belief. Consider the way a room seems to brighten when someone enters with genuine joy, or how tension can ripple through a gathering when someone harbors unspoken anger. These phenomena reveal the subtle interplay between our inner states and the collective energy of those around us. This is the mirror of consciousness at work, a dynamic exchange where our perceptions, intentions, and beliefs are reflected in the behaviors and responses of others. To influence others without speaking is to master this interplay. It begins by cultivating clarity within, reshaping the way we see those we interact with, and aligning our intentions with the outcomes we desire. The mirror never lies, but it is malleable. When we shift the lens through which we view others, we subtly yet profoundly invite them to shift as well. This is the secret to creating harmonious interactions, transforming resistance into collaboration, and nurturing deeper connections. True transformation begins within. The power to influence others without words stems from the quiet revolution that takes place in our own minds, a process known as self-suggestion. It is here that the seeds of unspoken influence are planted, nurtured by deliberate thought and unwavering belief. Self-suggestion is not merely about affirmations or wishful thinking. It is the art of reprogramming the subconscious to align with a vision of reality we wish to manifest. This process shapes not only our beliefs about ourselves but also our perceptions of others, setting the stage for profound shifts in the way we connect and communicate. At its core, self-suggestion is an act of persuasion, not directed outward, but inward. It asks us to see others not as they are in the moment but as they could be, embodying the qualities we desire to bring forth in our interactions. This mental discipline requires focus and intentionality. When applied consistently, it transforms the way we navigate relationships, turning potential conflict into harmony and resistance into collaboration. It's like tuning a radio. By adjusting our internal frequency, we begin to resonate with the best version of the people we encounter. The journey of self-suggestion is both challenging and liberating. It demands that we let go of preconceived judgments and habitual reactions, replacing them with a conscious choice to see others in a light that empowers and uplifts. This shift in perspective is not about denying reality but about reimagining it, creating space for growth and connection. The more we practice this art, the more we notice its effects. Subtle changes in behavior, tone, and energy begin to emerge in those around us, mirroring the transformation we've initiated within. This is the magic of self-suggestion. Its ability to ripple outward, altering the dynamics of our relationships without a single word spoken. The power of unspoken influence begins to take shape most vividly in the ordinary moments of our lives. It weaves itself into the fabric of our daily interactions, creating subtle yet profound shifts in the way we connect with others. These transformations, while often quiet, have the potential to ripple outward, changing the dynamics of both personal and professional relationships. In a workplace, a manager dealing with a skeptical or disengaged team member might apply the principles of self-suggestion. By visualizing the employee as motivated, capable, and aligned with the team's goals, the manager adjusts their perception, and without a word, the energy of their interactions begins to change. The team member senses this shift, often without realizing it, and gradually starts to embody the qualities projected onto them. At home, a parent navigating a strained relationship with their teenager might experience similar results. Instead of focusing on frustration or disappointment, the parent envisions patience, understanding, and a renewed sense of trust between them. This inner shift reshapes the dynamic, creating space for open communication and mutual respect. Even encounters with strangers are touched by this phenomenon. A simple smile directed at someone who appears distant or upset can soften their demeanor. This is not mere politeness. It is the unspoken energy behind the gesture that carries the transformative power. As these transformations unfold, they demonstrate a profound truth. The way we perceive others has the ability to influence how they see themselves. This realization places immense responsibility on how we choose to engage with the world, as our inner thoughts and intentions hold the key to creating more harmonious and meaningful connections. Beneath the surface of our senses lies an undeniable truth. We are not separate. The illusion of individuality, created by our physical forms and the limitations of perception, conceals a deeper reality. At the core of existence, consciousness is a singular, interconnected field, a web where every thought, intention, and action ripples outward, touching others in ways both subtle and profound. This paradigm of connection redefines how we understand influence. It is not about exerting power over another but harmonizing with the shared energy that binds us all. When we begin to see others as extensions of ourselves, the boundaries of self and other dissolve, revealing a space where transformation can occur effortlessly. In this interconnected field, thoughts are not private. They are energetic signatures that resonate beyond the confines of the mind. When aligned with intention, these thoughts act like seeds, planting possibilities in the collective consciousness. The more focused and deliberate the thought, the stronger its influence. This understanding challenges the traditional notion of communication. It suggests that our most impactful interactions are those that occur on an unseen level, through vibrations of thought and emotion. A person who embodies calmness, for instance, radiates that energy, subtly encouraging others to match their frequency. Recognizing this paradigm invites us to become more intentional. It is a call to cultivate not only what we say but also what we think, as every thought contributes to the collective energy we share. This shift in perspective has the potential to transform conflict into collaboration, misunderstanding into empathy, and separation into unity. In the paradigm of connection, influence becomes less about control and more about resonance. It is an art that aligns our inner world with the outer, creating harmony that ripples through the web of human experience. The art of influencing without words becomes most evident when put into practice. It is not theory or abstraction but a quiet force that shapes the dynamics of everyday life. When mastered, this silent power can transform strained relationships, inspire collaboration, and foster mutual understanding in ways that spoken words often fail to achieve. Consider a leader walking into a meeting where tension hangs thick in the air. Without addressing the unease directly, they exude calm, confidence, and clarity. Their silent presence acts as a counterbalance, gradually shifting the mood of the room. Team members, responding to this energy, begin to relax, their perspectives softening and aligning. No commands are issued, yet the group naturally gravitates toward harmony. In personal relationships, this same principle applies. Imagine a long-standing disagreement between friends. Instead of engaging in heated debates, one chooses to silently hold a vision of reconciliation, focusing on the warmth and connection that once defined their bond. Over time, without overt discussion, the conflict dissolves, replaced by an unspoken understanding that bridges the divide. This silent impact is not limited to familiar connections. Strangers, too, respond to the energy we emit. A commuter on a crowded train radiating patience and kindness can subtly influence those around them, easing the collective tension of the moment. These seemingly small acts carry a ripple effect, shaping the tone of interactions far beyond the immediate environment. The impact of silence is not about manipulating others, but about aligning our intentions with the outcomes we desire. It is a dance of subtlety, where presence and energy speak louder than words. Each interaction becomes an opportunity to create resonance, fostering environments where growth and connection thrive naturally. The journey into the art of unspoken influence culminates in a profound realization. The power to transform others begins with transforming ourselves. This silent skill is not about imposing change but about embodying the change we wish to see, allowing it to ripple outward into our relationships and the world at large. As we align our inner beliefs and intentions with the realities we hope to create, we unlock a deeper connection to those around us. This is not a one-time act but a continual practice, a commitment to mindfulness, self-awareness, and intentionality. Each thought becomes a brushstroke, painting the landscape of our interactions and shaping the world we share. This transformation calls for courage. It asks us to confront the limitations of our perceptions, to release judgments, and to embrace the infinite potential within ourselves and others. It requires patience, as the seeds we plant through thought and presence often take time to bear fruit. But the rewards, a more harmonious life, enriched relationships, and a deeper sense of purpose, are immeasurable. In this final step, the art of unspoken influence becomes not just a tool but a way of being. It is an invitation to step into the role of co-creator, shaping reality through silent intention and conscious action. As you take this practice into your life, you'll find that the transformations it inspires are not confined to your immediate circle. They ripple outward, influencing others in ways that extend far beyond what is visible. This is the quiet revolution of the self, an awakening to the immense power within us to create change without saying a word. The call to transformation is clear. It beckons you to step into this silent art, to harness its power, and to become a beacon of intentional influence in a noisy world.